I'm feeling okay. I'm gonna get it checked out, tonight and see kind of what's going on. I feel pretty good. I'm walking around all right, so can't really say much now. Don't really want to make sure everything's checked out before.
Have you really had any issues with it before in your football life?
No, I haven't. So that's also what makes it tough, and it's a little bit bruised too. So just trying to kind of sort through kind of what it is right now.
Can you just kind of run us through what happened on that play? And I know, like, you were on the ground, you kind of, like, picked up your leg a little bit, and what your fear was or anything like that?
Yeah, I just felt something, just some discomfort in my knee when I went down. I don't know if it was twisted or landed on or what. So I kind of felt it right away, and then kind of put a little pressure on it. I realized I can get up, so I was just trying to get up and get off the field. So, yeah, that's all it was there.
Trevor, can you talk just a little bit about the offense today and what went right for you guys?
Yeah, I thought we had a really good first half. We took advantage of a lot of short fields that the defense had given us, which was great. Our defense is playing great right now. And I thought we put some really good drives together, especially the first drive coming out. I think that was, I don't know how long. They had a long drive and ended up getting a field goal. And then we came out, had a long drive, and ended up scoring a touchdown. I thought that really kind of set the tone that we can play that type of game if that's what we need to do. So that was big for us. I thought in the second half, I just didn't think that we necessarily put them away when we had opportunities. I didn't think we played great. But the first half, defense giving us short fields, taking advantage of them, getting points. Thought we were really efficient. Thought we played really well in the first half. So, second half, need to play a little bit better. But the goal is to win, and we won pretty convincingly. And it was a good win for this team, a huge game for us, and I'm excited about that.
Trevor, when you look at the 3-game winning streak, is this kind of who you guys thought you could be and would be going into the season?
Yeah, I think that this is where we want to be. We're getting better every week. I think that's the most exciting thing is we're getting better every week. We're getting closer. I feel like the momentum and the energy is really rolling for us, and we got to keep that going every week. Now especially it's a short week on the road, so it's the same mindset. We got to make sure we dial in on all the details, get our bodies back for this game coming up on Thursday. Now it's 3-4 days away, so we got to get ready for that one.
Trevor, congrats on the victory. First off, as you mentioned, the first half, everything just seemed to go right, but get to that fourth quarter. How disappointed are you to go into New Orleans on that? You got points, but again, you mentioned the defense and the field that it gave you for that, and also the fact that did it look like the Colts were just playing like a desperate team, just trying to make a play at that point?
I'm not too disappointed. I am disappointed in that. I feel like we kind of had some drives where we had a little lull in our offense. So I think that's obviously you never want that to happen, but it's also tough in that position. We can do a better job situationally. Like we need first downs, we still need to move the ball, we need to get points. But when you got that big of a lead, you're trying to possess the ball, trying to keep it out of their hands, so you're playing it's like a balancing act of, do you stay, how aggressive do you stay, all those things. And I think that's something where we need to be better executing. We were really bad on first down in the fourth quarter, so it put us in second and long, and then they can kind of do whatever they want. They can drop out, play zone coverage, make you throw it underneath. They can press you, put you in a tougher position. So I think we got to be better on first down in those situations. And then, I'm never going to be too disappointed in a win, though. It's hard to win in this league, and especially division games. And that's a good team. They're 2-1 in the division coming into today, so it was a big win for us. So now we're turning the page on to New Orleans, but you could tell at the end they were trying to dial some stuff up to try to get the ball back and give themselves a shot.
Christian said you saw something in week 1 that the Colts did in coverage, and you took advantage of it this time on the touchdown to him. Could you tell us what did you see that time around, and how did you get that score?
Yeah, it was just something. We'd been in empty a few times in the first game, and there were some things that I saw, especially after watching it, and then going back this week preparing for them again, where I saw just how they played their coverage, and they play their same coverage 70% of the game. Then they'll mix it up a little bit, but they want to play their 3-deep type coverage. And thought I had a little tell on just if I can set outside and get this corner to tie down. He's really the 3-deep. He's the deep third player. So if he ties down, there's really no one left for Christian. So that's what we talked about this week, and that was something that I felt really confident that we would get. And I showed him all the clips, and honestly happened exactly how we thought it would. It doesn't always work that way when you think something's going to work, but it was cool that it happened that way today.
Trevor, 4 turnovers that the defense created today. You scored on 3 of them. Just what you can say about total team football.
It's huge. I think that's the thing. We're playing complementary. We've done that the last 3 weeks now, and we've won all 3 of those games. It's kind of, it definitely it ties together. And even today, I don't know what the stats were, but we were good in the first half. Second half didn't move the ball much, didn't have a ton of yards. But when you have the turnovers and you're scoring off turnovers that the defense is providing, and it doesn't look like necessarily you look at the stat sheet that we played that great, but you look at the turnover margin and you look at the points off turnovers, and that's huge. And we're just playing really complementary. That's what the good teams do. You take advantage when the other team makes mistakes, and you limit your mistakes. And that's what I think we're doing a better job of through these last 3 games.
Trevor, obviously a win's a win, but I know Doug has said that you pass to score, you run to win on this team. Did you feel like you guys did that today, in particular in the second half?
Not necessarily in the second half. I think in the first half we did. I thought we were really efficient. We were moving the ball. We were attacking. All those things. You could probably tell watching the game. That's what it felt like. And then in the second half, I just think that we got to execute better. Like I said, whether that's on first down, not having a negative play, or whatever it is, not having a miscommunication with me and Christian. That's something where we've played a lot together now, and we have to be better, and I have to be better at making things clear in that situation. They did a good job, brought up pressure, and we were able. That's the one thing you don't want, is in that situation to turn it over in our territory and give them the ball back there. That's really the only way they have a chance, is if you give them turnovers and you don't execute on offense. So that was something where definitely need to clean up, and that's something that we can take away from to get better at. But we did everything we needed to do to win, and we took advantage of the opportunities that we had. When we had a short field, we scored, and that was kind of the story today.
Mike Brodsky, Florida National News. Last year, Trevor, you celebrated a playoff victory at Waffle House. For this season, have you identified any places where you might actually celebrate any of the key victories for the Jaguars? And also, how did you celebrate the 2 London victories as well?
I haven't picked the spot that we're going to celebrate this year yet. Still early. We got a lot of work to do before we get there, but no, I haven't. That's a good question. And then for my my birthday was in London, but for the 2 London wins, didn't really do much. We're trying to get back and get our bodies back on this time here, the 5-hour time change, all that. So we're kind of just trying to recover and keep this momentum going. But no, I have some family in town, so we hung out with them a little bit, and Marissa, obviously, so that was good.
Trevor, everybody knows that Josh Allen is in a contract year. Can you even imagine a locker room there next year without Josh Allen in it?
No, I mean, he's a huge part of this team. Just brings a lot of energy, has that intensity, that look in his eyes every day, whether it's practice, Sunday, whenever. Just brings a lot of energy to our team, to the defense, and he's playing great right now. And I mean, you need guys like that, especially pass rushers, guys on the D-line, and he's bringing that for us.
Follow-up, how much respect does he command because of the fact that he was here even before you were and went through the team was going through some really tough times, not that you haven't gone through it yourself, but the fact that he's been through a lot of that?
I think, guys respect players based on really their work ethic, how they come to work every day, and obviously performance is a big part of that too. You got to command the respect. You got to take care of your business on the field too. So he does all those things. He works extremely hard. He's a great example for young guys coming in. I know he was that way when I came in. It's just a guy you can look to that's going to do things the right way. So he commands a lot of respect in that locker room. Guys respect his opinion, what he thinks, the way he carries himself, and then especially the guys that have been here now for a few years, have been through the good and the bad times and all that. I think they have a great perspective on, I guess, where we're at right now, and I think that's an important thing. And we got a lot of guys that have been here for a long time that have that perspective.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you.